Hi, I'm so glad that we could get together today. I appreciate your time on this. And I noticed that you were not feeling well that day of the evaluation, so I hope you're feeling better. Oh, that's good to know. Hey, I sent you an email as well as attachment with the video, and I had three things that I needed. One thing was I wanted you to reflect upon your challenges as well as reflect upon your positives in the lesson, and then also bring the student data. Okay, good. Hey, can you give me your input, what you felt about your lesson plans and your thoughts and things that you want to make changes on? Okay? Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. I know it took some time, and I appreciate your time with that. Yes, I mean, some of the things that you did bring up, I thought you did a great job on doing the praises and focusing on the students with indicating which area you wanted them to answer. And on the breakout rooms, you were attentive on that. And also, when you were talking about terms, yes, I think we need to make sure we use the terminology and use it quite often so they know exactly what you're talking about, as well as in the testing, they'll know exactly what that word is and what it looks like and how to be able to recognize it. The other thing that I noticed, like on the breakout rooms, I felt that sometimes they were in there and you did keep time with them, but I also thought sometimes they became distracted and they weren't focused. So you had to bring them back and keep them on task. And that's just probably some students are in need of that. So, the wait time, what did you think of that? Yeah, I thought it was too long too. One of the things that I feel like when the wait time's too long, then you're focused on maybe students being off task because they're distracted. And so, yeah, it was a little too long. I think that's great you're recognizing these things because it just makes you a better teacher to understand what you see and how you can improve it. So, yeah, I like that improvement that you just said. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Have like a That's great. I think that's good. And do you know what? I thought that the pointer with your finger directing them to the number was a great indication, as well as have them putting their names or their initials, probably the initials. Yes, yeah, that's right. The initials would be better because it kind of got clustered there. But have the students put their dot in the correct place was great. So it shows that they are understanding what you're teaching, and that's important for them to see that. And also the paperwork and the testing that you did from the paperwork, just checking out their work. Maybe it's not a real test, but I think sometimes in conclusion on the class, by looking at what they do individually is a sense of, a test in a way to know exactly if they are, they understand it or if they don't or if they mastered it. So they're proficient at it. So on all of this, I feel like what are your goals? That was something I want you to take some time at. This is just an indication for you. How do you want to improve your lesson plans to have them go smoothly? Because sometimes distractions or being pulled away by having to work with a discipline a student or get them back on to task and can make a kind of a not as smooth as you really want. And so how can you make those happen? How can you do that? By maybe organizing it, knowing, do you need a template that is longer so you can just handwrite it out or type it out on the computer so you know what you need to be doing per se, pretty much with your time frame. we could do that. I could develop a template for you and give you enough space to write that out. If you feel like that's something you need, what other things do you feel like that I can, that you need help with? Because we're a team, we want to work together. And so, but I'm here to help you. And I want to help you in every area that you would like, as well as what we need. So, oh, well, that's good. Then I'll make sure that happens too. I feel like our goal for this whole year is focused on and supporting the students, as well as being a team member with our parents. And did you have an opportunity to talk to the parents about the one student that was not focused and kept getting off task? Okay, you emailed them. And did they respond back yet? Not yet. Okay. Well, I think sometimes we have to continue because a lot of, it's difficult for parents to always catch up with their emails. So I think the data that I asked you to bring, I want to look at that and see how we can more, differentiate our lessons using the data analysis to focus on more individual lesson plans if we can. Focus on that, maybe even breakout rooms. You could do one with one of the areas of students working on something, and maybe work one-on-one if a student is struggling with with the objective or a concept. So let's look at that. Let's look at the data. Yeah, I see that one needs some help. Yes, Isaiah and some others. Yeah, okay. So let's look at that. And you go ahead and focus on that. I want you to think about how you can create a lesson plan that would meet better in the lesson that for that student. The scores, now you can see right here that he needs help in this. You can see from observing informal evaluations, have you observed also through your lesson plans? And I noticed this, that the student needs to be working on more. Maybe that would be some area that we need to focus on. Also, I have also thought of working with partner up with the teacher if you would like, and if you want some, work together on some lesson plans and with kids and see what we can do, keeping the data confidential. That might be a focus there that you might like to work with. So let's meet back in 2 weeks and see how you feel on your lessons and see what you think. I really want you to, once again, think of the positive, think about the challenges, because this year is going to be a positive year, and we're going to do everything that we can to build up our classes and meet their goals in education, and so we are more successful. And we have to be a team to work together. So hey, we'll talk to you later. I'll meet you on, let's set a date. Okay, September. Let's see, let's look at September the 21st. Okay, would that work for you? Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.